Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Built Like This podcast. I'm your host, Maxine. We're on episode 336. Hello. Oh, what has happened since the last time I recorded with y'all? Well, new hairstyle. Who this? Hello. I got some knotless braids. Planning to keep this in my head for the next 2 months. And I'll be washing my hair periodically. Episodically. Or whatever. But yeah, happy about that. My car got wrecked. Yay! Yeah. Wasn't it just two episodes ago of me talking about, oh, I'm almost done with my car? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. When I tell you I had about $3,000 left, and I had an active plan in motion to have that squared away before this year wraps up. Anyway, didn't happen. It's not gonna happen because it doesn't matter. Hopefully my insurance will get that cover. It'll pay it out. But at this point, nothing even matters. What is money? Like what is insurance? What is all we are our souls. We're just souls in this vessel trying to navigate in this thing we call life. That's where I'm at right now. So I think what I'm learning is to just not get attached to these possessions that we have. And it's not to say that we shouldn't feel proud of almost reaching a goal of financial excellence or whatever. But it doesn't even matter, right? Nothing even matters. No, I was freaking bummed, to say the least. I think I was more bummed than I was excited about, oh, I'm alive and I'm well. Because the accident was really bad. And it was scary for what it was. I was on 290 here in Houston and car was slowing down. It was giving me hell throughout like the past couple hours prior to the accident. And it just totally died on me. I never had a car. Oh my gosh. There it goes. To everyone who always asks, how come I don't hear your Boston accent? Because I'm not white. I'm not white. That's only for Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Like, I'm not. My response every time someone says, oh, how come I don't hear your accent? I say, oh, it comes out when it wants. Like, what do y'all want me to talk like? What? I'm black. I have yet to hear any black person from Boston talk like the typical the typical Bostonian, right? The stereotypical Bostonian, the car, park the car. Like, that's not real, you guys. Like, it's not real for people like me. People like me with this shade. I promise you it's not real. Like, no. Bobby Brown does not sound like the stereotypical Bostonian. Like, what are y'all saying? And I'm still Boston bred. Like, it still doesn't. Anyway, nothing even matters. Nothing even matters. I had a whole script, right? Because I did plan to have an episode last episode, like in between, because I obviously missed a day, if you guys realize. But I was just, yeah, it was just a lot. It was a lot. You know how you just get down, like, oh my God, you get so attached to this goal. And it's like, you know what? Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters. That's what I'm learning, to just not get attached to material things, to possessions, and to just let it be what it is, and to remember that money comes to me in abundance. I'm just trying to speak life, you know what I mean? And I'm adopting the mentality of a will see type of man. You know how people be like, oh, when you're dating someone, if the guy says, right, or even you as the woman, we're talking about heterosexual relationships, so sorry if I'm excluding you, but this is what I'm talking about right now. They say, oh, so what do you see for us in the future? Da, 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 da. well, I'm liking where we are. We'll see where things go. Like, people will always say, oh, don't, that's a red flag. Don't continue with someone like that. If he doesn't know, then you need to be out the door. What if we just don't know? Like, hello? I've always been in my head, yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, we'll see what things go. Like, we'll see how we get through the next couple of days. Because even in my head, I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna work out. But we'll see. Like, that's how I've always been historically. Just a we'll see. We'll see. Because we don't know. And that's how I've always been, like, in my life though. Like, outside of like any personal relationships. When it comes to my career, I remember my first teaching job, and I was like a part of a fellowship program back in Boston. And one of the tasks so within a fellowship program, you learn the practices of being a teacher and becoming an exemplary teacher. And we did a lot of professional development sessions. It was really like basically a boot camp for teachers, and it was a great experience. One of the sessions we had focused on your goals. Like, what are your future goals for yourself and your career? And when I tell y'all I broke down, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I just didn't know. Like, and I felt so inadequate because a lot of my peers, if not everyone in the room, they had this 5-year plan, this 7-year plan. And I'm just like a go with the flow type. Like, I go with energy. I'm an energetic. Seriously, I go with energy. So I don't have an idea. No, I have an idea, but I don't have like a rigid plan. I'll just go with, oh well, I like this. I'll see how that goes. Oh, that role looks cool. Maybe I could look into that. But I don't have this strict plan. Okay, in 3 years I'm gonna get my master's, and in 7 years I'll get my doctorate, and then by that time I'll have a $10 million business running, and like I don't like what like thinking so far ahead and so strategically and so detail oriented in that sense for things that I don't even know. Like, I don't know how the future will unfold. Thinking like that just overwhelms me. So I've always been a will see type of girl. We'll see. And everything just kind of falls in place as you continue life. Like, I'm in the moment. What feels right? This is the vibe. Okay, I'm liking this vibe some more. Let's continue this. Okay. That's how I've always been. So it's a we'll see. We'll see. So I don't agree with the rhetoric of, oh, if you're dating someone and you ask them, what do you see for us? And they say, we'll see. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll fucking see. Because in the same breath, when someone who you're dating has this clear, detail-oriented plan for y'all, that could still fall in the wayside, or the plan could still happen and it's a miserable time. Like, I don't like like we put too much stock in, you have to plan every minute and every second of your life. For what? For what? We'll fucking see. Right now, I'm great. I'm happy. Let's continue this. I think I'm a see it through type of girl. Like, okay, I'll just, I'll continue this job, or I'll continue this I don't know, just whatever. But I'll continue whatever career I'm in, and I'll see it through. And maybe I'll progress into a different role, but I'm in the same career field. Just in that example, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm just giving some examples, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's like when you're introducing your significant other to your parent, and then the parent says, in the typical question that we see a lot on TV, I think that's where parents get it from. The propaganda of TV. What are your intentions with my daughter? We'll see. We'll fucking see. She's happy. I'm happy. Let's keep this going. But People don't like to hear that. They want to hear this euphemism type of response. They want to hear, oh, I see a future, a long future with her, a long, happy, Christ-centered future. If you don't shut the fuck up, what do you mean Christ-centered? You just pulled that out of your ass. When did you ever say Christ-centered to me? Oh my gosh. I remember my ex, Leprechaun Bay. When I introduced him to, like, this was during the time when it was like I was following everything by the book. I'm gonna introduce this man, and he's gonna be a part of every little thing I do, and I'm gonna have this formal sit down with my parents, like very, very like old school type of culture, right? So he meets my parents. He's wearing a full 3-piece suit. Probably, I think he had a handkerchief on. Brought a bouquet of flowers, just like cookie cutter, perfect image, perfect image. The whole time I was sitting there next to him as he's getting grilled, I'm just like rolling my eyes, like, this is some bullshit. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like, what are we doing? This is so silly. Like, I just hate formalities. Yes, be respectful. Yes, of course, be able to have conversations with my loved ones, right? But why are you wearing a 3-piece suit? Like, why, like, and so the whole time okay, so I remember, so he wore 3-piece suit, yada, yada, he's saying all the right things, cookie cutter things. As soon as we wrap up, because we already had plans right after that, we leave my parents' house. He takes me into his car. We're riding together. And I'm already annoyed. With him because he was, again, over talking me. He would talk so fucking much. And whenever I wanted to like add my 2 piece or like, hey, this is a 2-way conversation, he'll say the whole, I wasn't done talking. Or you cut me off. You go, cut yourself off. Wrap this shit up. Like, hello? Has anyone ever taught you airtime? There's a limit. If you're having a conversation with someone, let them speak also. It's a conversation. Child. And so the point is, you have this like cookie cutter image that you're trying to present, and you're answering all these questions correctly and impressing my parents. And as soon as we get together, just me and you, we're on our way to our date, I'm already like, this is some bullshit. Like, so I say all this to say, don't be afraid of a we'll see type of guy. We'll see. Nah, then you better have a plan for me. Am I in your life forever or what? Because a we'll see is not okay. I don't contradict myself, but I think a good balance is necessary. I do want you to have a plan for me as far as like, okay, you're not this casual person I'm just seeing every now and then or talking to every now and then. So I want to feel more than a we'll see. But as far as you being able to map every little detail of our lives in response to someone asking you questions that are invasive, I just don't like that. I don't like that. So that was my last time doing something like that. Like, no, I live my life the way I want to live my life. And I'm happy. I'm fucking happy. And another thing. So in my, after my accident, I live away and my parents live back home in Boston. And I'm the type of person where I really don't like to share when something vulnerable is happening in my life. And yes, a car accident is a big deal, but like, I'll get around to telling you, like, just be patient, like, what are we talking about? I was on the phone with my mom and it kind of just came up in conversation. I just kind of just blurted it out. It came up organically. And the reason why I don't like to immediately share when I'm going through something vulnerable is sometimes when people hear or see you going through something vulnerable, they like to project their own emotion onto you. So, like, if you're just finding your way out of this rut, if you're just finding your way out of this depression and just like overwhelming feeling of, oh man, I was almost there, paying off my car note, and now boom, it doesn't even matter. All the money kind of went to waste in a sense. I don't also need your added stress on me. I don't need you to be like, oh my gosh, oh my god, oh my gosh. Okay, enough. I hate that. I hate that. And yes, it's a genuine response. Yes, you are entitled to have emotion and share that organically. But contain yourself. Like, why am I trying to reassure you? you know? Like, I was talking to my sister about it, and she was super like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And yes, I mean, it could have been really bad. Like, that could have been the last episode, basically. But it wasn't. And thank God. But the point is, I feel like if I'm already in a moving on type of spirit, I need you to already be there. Even if I'm telling you this for the first time, I need you to already be there. Because now you're trying to, it feels like you're picking away at the progress that I'm making. And I'm gonna go back to my own self. I'm gonna retreat. I'm gonna retreat. So yes, and the last thing about it, I hate when, yeah, so I take my time when I share. So when I eventually told my mom, I told my mom like probably 2 days post. And the following day, my dad called me and he's asking me, oh, like mind you, he was in the background when I was telling my mom. So he knows. You know now, but I happened to be talking to mom first, and you're there and you hear it. It doesn't have to be like a competition of who you told first and who you didn't. Like, what are we doing? Like, you're in the same house. Like, just really relay the information. I also don't, this is gonna be a rant. We're gonna wrap this up in a moment. But I also don't like having to repeat myself. And of course it's natural because not everyone, I can't just sit hey, everyone, here's what happened. This is it. I'm not gonna keep on talking about it. So yeah, I hate repeating myself. But anyway, so my dad calls and he's like, oh, I hear you got an accident. And I was like, yeah, I did. I briefly explained it. And then the immediate response is, why didn't you tell me? Huh? Why didn't you tell me? What? That Oh, okay. And the reason why I hate that is, why is it about you right now? Why is it about you? Why? And I actually just scheduled an upcoming counselor appointment. Yeah, I'm back in some professional help therapy just to kind of talk things through and figure out some other tools, because there's some family stuff going on and I'm just doing my best to just manage. And I've been talking to my boyfriend about it. He's been great. But the point is, I hate that type of response, because why am I now trying to reassure you about what happened to me? Why am this is going to be so off field, but it's still relevant. I was watching something and someone posed a question saying how if you're in a relationship with someone and the girlfriend reveals that she got SA'd, and you know what I mean by that. I have to be censored, but you know what I mean. She randomly got SA'd, something happened, she got SA'd, and she reveals this to her boyfriend. He's more upset and visibly upset at that. And in his response, instead of comforting her, reassuring her that, what happened to you was unwarranted, yada, 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 he instead is making it about him and saying, dang, why did you go out like that? Now what does this mean about us? And why would you do that? Like, it's a mix of victim blaming, but it's also like this slash to their manhood in a sense. Like, they feel disrespected, and now you feel in an intense amount of shame because of something that you were victimized by. So the point is, it's still the same. When people say things like, "Why didn't you tell me?" Why is that your concern? I'm telling you right now. That's like, as soon as something happened to me, I'm supposed to call you for what? Because you're how many miles away, how many states in between away? What? Even if this happened in the same state, I promise you, nothing. And I have a lot of things to unpack. A lot of things to unpack. So it's just a lot. It's just a lot. So again, I just hate the whole "why didn't you tell me?" I hate the whole, just any of that. It's so silly. It's so nothing even matters. All right, let's move on to Haitians. Yes, some more. There are a lot of cats in my neighborhood. And you know what needs to happen? There needs to be an influx of Haitian migrants coming on, living in here, living in the neighborhood to get rid of these cats. Why? Whatsoever do you mean, Maxine? Whatsoever do you mean? So there is a lot of talk regarding Haitians in Ohio, Springfield, Ohio. And these Haitians were recently migrated to Springfield, Ohio from Haiti. And they are caught red-handed gathering animals, killing them, and feasting on their remains. This was brought up recently on a huge platform, the debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. So immediately, obviously, Kamala is like, what? Trying to act like this is not real. You're silly for even bringing this up. And because the news and the moderators were so darn biased, they immediately quote unquote fact checked Donald Trump, talking about, oh, this never happened. There are no official reports of this happening. Yet, social media is overwhelmingly proving this to be the case. For this to have been, this is true. This is absolutely true. There's evidence, video evidence that support what Donald Trump said. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some of this evidence. Let's see if I can find my Twitter. It's definitely on my Instagram. There we go. No, that's something different. But yeah, there's a lot of evidence that support what Donald Trump is saying. And I absolutely believe it. I absolutely believe it. Why do I believe it? Because I'm Haitian. And I know, there's this Haitian account that I follow on Instagram, and they talk about the history of Haitians of Haiti, the decolonization of voodoo, and just all of that. It's very enlightening. But what I don't like about it is it seems to be more left wing than neutral. And that's what's most disappointing about it. They released a statement saying their disappointment from these allegations and saying, let's see if I can find that. Because I'm like, what? What are we talking about? Like, what I hate the most is when people don't like to admit the truth. You know, you don't like to admit that, yeah, there are Haitians who do this. Like, I know we want to appear like, oh no, nothing, you know, we would never, or this is so wild. No, there are a lot of ethnic groups who eat animals aside from the animals that we're so used to eating, like, you know, cow, lamb, right? These are acceptable animals to eat. But people eat cats, people eat birds outside of chicken, and dogs may be the next thing. I mean, shoot. There's a parade in somewhere in Asia that is had to talk about the eating of pets, of dogs. And I know this because I watched a show, well, I used to, I don't watch it anymore, Vanderpump Rules. And Lisa Vanderpump, she talked about how she has this organization somewhere in Asia to fight against this horrendous act of people eating dogs. And she's a huge dog lover. Okay, I don't know. I can't find his name. You know how every time you try to look for something as it's happening, you suddenly forget everything. It's like, what's today's date? I don't know. What's your name? Name. I don't have one. All right. My dog is like, what the fuck? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the screen here. So I'm gonna play this video of this woman. She's gonna describe what she witnessed living in Springfield, Ohio. And let's just see what she says. And here's the thing: everything that you need to know is available for you to find. But people are willingly obtuse. They are choosing to be ignorant because it doesn't fit the agenda. But let's take a look at what she's.
Hey, Patriots. So I didn't want to believe what I'm about to tell you, but after researching, looking into it in Ohio, I actually have people out in Ohio. It turns out that there is accuracy to this story. So Springfield is a small town in Ohio. 4 years ago, it had about 60,000 residents. Under Harris and Biden, 20,000 Haitian immigrants were shipped to Springfield, Ohio. The Haitians, and I'm not saying all of them, but some of them are literally like going to parks, you know, how we feed the ducks or whatever. They are taking ducks and cutting their heads off and taking them home to eat them, to cook them and eat them. There was a neighbor that was missing her cat. She couldn't find her cat. One day she came home from work. As soon as she stepped out of her car, looked towards a neighbor's house where Haitians lived, and saw her cat hanging from a branch, like you do like a deer when you're field dressing or butchering. And they were carving the cat up to eat. They've been doing this to dogs. They've been doing it at Snyder Park with the ducks and the geese.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is actual testimonial evidence that supports what Donald Trump was saying, yet everyone's laughing him away, laughing him off like he's this crazy guy.
This is Harrison Biden's. They flew these people in to Ohio. So if you're out in Ohio, please watch your animals. If you're anywhere, really, please watch your animals, because their customs are not the same as ours, obviously. And this is just so wrong. It's disgusting, but it is in fact true. So please be safe. Keep your pets inside. Keep your cats inside. I see a ton of cats roaming around all the time. And then I get like alerts that, you know, somebody's cat's missing. I'm like, keep your cats inside, you know? I don't know, but just be safe, guys. Yeah, pray for the animals.
Okay. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the fucking dogs. Let me go ahead and share this. Wait, let me show y'all the picture. This guy here, I could find a Haitian model. I could identify a Haitian model. What type of animal is this? That's the geese. Yeah, that's a geese or a goose, right? Goose is a singular version. But yeah, this is true. What is this? Speak on that. Oh, they're laughing. They were laughing him off. So many memes. People are joking about it like in a passive way. Like, oh, hide your dogs, hide your cats. You know that whole thing. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your geese. It's real. Why is that real? Because voodoo. Hello? This is another thing a lot of Haitians don't like to admit. A lot of Haitian Americans, let me be very exact. A lot of Haitian Americans don't like to admit this. And by Haitian Americans, I mean those who were born in America. I know people like to argue, then you're not Haitian. Shut up. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Your parents were born in Haiti. Therefore, by way of your parents, you're Haitian. Anyway, the point is, those Haitians, so like me and like my group of Haitians, whatever, we don't like to, a lot of people in my group, we don't like to admit that this is a real occurrence. We like to just kind of put it away. Put it on the rug. Put it on the rug. What's this? This is a whole Haitian man holding by the legs a recently deceased goose as he's walking outside in daylight, like he just finished hunting them, as if they're like available for us to hunt. Like, this isn't hunting and killing geese a federal crime? They're federally protected. They're endangered. So the point is, this is happening, but people are too uncomfortable with the reality. So let me just act like you're going out of your mind. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Like the way Kamala was laughing, I feel like it's so insulting and infuriating because it speaks to your willingness to be obtuse. People are telling you what's happening, who are living there, who are witnessing what's happening, yet you're purposely being obtuse. And it's insulting. Let's watch the clip from
in Springfield.
Let me see if I can make that bigger. There we go.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the.
Like, why is Kamala laughing? And I wish, you know how if you guys watch reunion episodes of Real Housewives and any of those shows on Bravo, they would frequently pull the footage of what they're talking about during the reunion so that they could fact check in real time. Like, well, Aeon, you did say that. Speak to that. She was right. You know what I mean? They would do that. But how convenient, they don't ever do that. Yet in that live time, they're fact checking, quote unquote, Donald Trump saying, no, this never happened. And then Kamala's laughing in his face. You know what would have been nice? What would have been nice if in the background behind them, they would have shown footage of what he's talking about. He could have been like, actually, no, you know what? Go ahead and show Exhibit A and then play the video in the background. It's true.
Cats, they're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. And it's a shame. In Springfield,
now let's go ahead and take a look at this proof, this piece of evidence here that supports. Oh, and then let me calm down. Hold on. Actually, calm down. Some people may be listening to this and be like, oh, you're a sellout. Why are you talking like this and you're Haitian? What's true is true. They are. What are we talking about? If you are eating the pets, if you're eating the dogs, if you're eating the cats and you're eating the pets, what does you being Haitian and me being Haitian have to do with anything? Why are you doing that? It's voodoo. So going back to what I was saying earlier, a lot of Haitian Americans, those who were born in America but have parents who were born in Haiti, they don't like to tell the truth of a lot of the dark things that do occur. Okay. Either there's some gunshots or niggas are still doing fireworks. What are we talking about? Okay. That's how you know suburban areas, they do have some fireworks still, I guess. Anyway, the point is they're eating the dogs, they're eating the pets. So when people do that, it's like you're doing a disservice. You're trying to act like what dark things are occurring are not occurring. So I'm going to play this video and make sure you are watching this on YouTube. And hopefully this doesn't, let me not even say that out loud, but at this point in the video, we're 35 minutes in, so this should be fine. So I'm going to play this video of an occurrence that took place in Springfield, Ohio. And that proves what Donald Trump is saying.
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Smile for me. Smile, what did you do? Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased. What?
See, there we have it. Evidence. You know why? Because there's body cams on police officers. So just as we're quick to use body cam in our outrage and our defense of victims who were brutalized by police officers, why can't we also use these same body cams and prove what President Trump is saying? This is proof. It's literally in your face. But I'm going to be like Kamala. And I'm going to do this.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating.
I'm just, oh. What? What's so funny? What? I'm sorry. What's the joke?
They're eating the pets.
What did you do?
You know, she's always freaking like cackling. Her loose ass neck. What's going on? Another one. Oh, this is a funny video. Wait, what's this? Oh, people in these. That's hilarious. Let me close this out. But yeah, there we have it. Evidence, proof that what Donald Trump said during the debate of they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's happening. It's real. There's evidence. That's it. I'm just sick of people sometimes. But anyway, there's a lot of cats. There are a lot of cats here. So maybe I'll ship a couple of my family members. I'm kidding. It's a joke. I don't know if anyone in my family does that, but who knows? I can't attest to everyone in my family. I can't. Just like a lot of Haitians will be like, no, no one I know does voodoo. Yeah, your grandmother did it. Your aunt still does it. It's happening right now. Like, what are we saying? Niggas do dark shit. And you could utilize it in a positive way. Like, you know, it depends on your perspective. But the point is, stop acting like your family is totally removed from that dark type of magic, from that dark energy. Nah. So yes, again, when people are eating animals like that, animals that are not necessarily intended to be eaten, it's for dark purposes. Trust and believe. I know that full force. Trust. Okay. Anyway, God bless. God bless. All right. What's up on the docket now? Kamala and her black scent. This is a funny one. Let me go ahead and play this clip because, you know, you got to black it up. You got to black it up when talking to niggas, right? Because we don't know anything else. We only know one type of speech. We only know one type of speech. I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip of Kamala speaking to some type of crowd. Yeah, in Detroit. And I guess she thought, oh, Detroit, I gotta speak like this. But let's go ahead and hear what she has to say.
You better thank a union member for the 5-day work week. You better thank a union member.
Amen. It's like you want to say that.
For the 5-day work week. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
Hey, man, you better say that. You better say that again, sister girl. Sister girl. Enough. And this is her saying the same speech, but now she's in Pittsburgh. Let's see how she talks with her Pittsburgh crowd.
You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
Okay, never mind. Hold on, let's find another one. Is this the one? Okay, well, I can't find it, but there's another clip of her doing the same speech, and she doesn't say it like that. It's a whole joke. It's a whole joke. They're laughing in our face. They're laughing in our face. Okay, enough political talk. Oh no, let me go ahead and read this statement from the account that I told you guys I follow. This Haitian guy who likes to give a lot of back history and just enlightenment when it comes to Haitian culture, yada yada. It's very enlightening. So I do encourage, if anyone is interested in learning more about Haitian culture, he does have a lot of great information there, and it's just nice. I like looking at old timey things, so it's just, I don't know, something about it feels comforting. This is his page. His name is Orlando7. Okay, so he posts this message here from a board called Haitian American Foundation for Democracy. Now, even the word democracy, I'm like, oh, what are you trying to say? Are you Democrat? Are you Democrat or what? So it says here, once again, the Trump/Vance team shamelessly exploits Haitians as scapegoats during their bid for the presidency. Vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance and several congressional leaders have spread dangerous falsehoods, demonizing Haitian immigrants as homeless and hungry invaders that represent a threat to Ohioans, even suggesting they pose a danger to pets. Oh, even suggesting these are falsehoods? They pose a danger to pets. I don't think maybe they didn't see the clip. Let me go ahead and show the clip. Like, again, stop playing in our face. Hello? Do you see this clip?
What did you do? Why'd you kill?
Haven't seen her eating cats outside, plain and square. She gets caught by the police. She can't even speak to them. She's smiling in their face. It's like she has this glazed look over her eyes, very demonic looking. And what? This is a falsehood? No, this happened. It happened. And this guy, he explained this. Was he just walking around with a goose chopped off? Explain that. It's not a falsehood. Like, y'all don't like to see what's really in your face. Anyway, this reckless fear-mongering puts vulnerable communities at risk, stokes division, and incites hate crimes. And yada yada. I don't feel like reading the rest. The point is, you could tell that they're pro blue. Go blue no matter who. But this is the same thing regarding the Venezuelan migrants. People brushing them aside, putting it under the rug, like, oh, they don't pose any threat. Yet they're holding people hostage in an apartment complex in Denver, Colorado. People who live in a particular complex there are surrounded by them, their gangs. It's disturbing. It's freaking disturbing, and it's terrifying. It's beyond disturbing. I'm a part of this. Let me pause that. I'm a part of this Reddit page amongst many. And let me stop sharing. I'm a part of this Reddit page, and this page is about first-time home buyers. And it talks about, there's one post that I read of a woman talking about how she recently bought her house and she loves her house, but the neighborhood that she's living in, she is afraid for her life. Like, apparently there's a trap house right in front of her, and she is always hearing gunshots. She's afraid most of the time, but she spent good money on her house and she wants to stay there. She's gathered with some of her neighbors, and they're all in unity with each other, trying to fight against the migrants moving into their neighborhood and tearing up the place. So a strategy that she learned was, if you have visible signs of security, and it could be real security, I don't mean to put bunny ears right now, quotation marks, but if you have like the sign of ADT secured and ring cameras and all of these things, and then even the sound of a loud dog, if you don't have a dog, like a big dog, all of that could scare potential crime from happening near you or literally at your house. These are all tactics that one could use to stand your ground at your home, especially if you live in a state where you don't have a stand your ground law. So anyway, the point is, this is not okay. It's not okay. So when we ignore migrants, and obviously it's not a generalization. It's not that. Think beyond the easy offense. The easy offense that you could take. Oh, I'm so offended. Why are you offended? You're not even from, people be offended for no reason when this has nothing to do with you. Like, you are a white liberal. You have no connection to Haiti. You have no connection to Venezuela. Why are you offended? But the people who do get offended, whether they're directly connected to these groups or not, think beyond the easy scapegoat of I'm offended and victim Olympics. Look at the fact. There's testimonials, there are pieces of evidence, there's proof that supports what's being said. So instead of being your high horse, this is so un-American, this is the president you want, this is instead of doing all that, how about you look at the facts, look at the history real quick, and figure out for yourself, are they lying to me in my face, or am I being propagandized?
People said that I was angry at the debate. Angry. I was angry. And yes, I am angry because he allowed 21 million illegal aliens invading our communities. Many of them are criminals. Many are criminals. I'm angry. I'm angry. They said he's an angry person. No, they're destroying our country. I don't like. She's smiling. All practice, right? You just see her? She's like, we're talking about a border invasion, the likes of which no country has ever suffered, and she's like this. But I am angry about Venezuelan gangs taking over Aurora, Colorado.
Okay.
And illegal Haitians, they came in, illegal Haitian migrants taking over a beautiful place. It was so beautiful. Springfield, Ohio. I was there. I campaigned there a while ago. Springfield, it was so beautiful. Now it's I was angry.
Place, it was so beautiful. Springfield, Ohio. I was there. I campaigned there a while ago. Springfield, it was so beautiful. Now it's just, what a place. Can you imagine you have this small little community, all of a sudden you have 20,000 illegals in your community. Nobody knows where they come from. I'm angry about young American girls being raped and sodomized and murdered by savage criminal aliens. I'm angry about rampant inflation destroying our middle class, and the American people are also very angry about that.
Okay, yeah, I'm angry about that too. I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed. I'm angry about my car. I'm fucking pissed. Anyway, I don't know why people were so impressed by Kamala. I really don't. I don't understand. And the reason why I don't understand is she's saying, "Oh, I'll offer $50,000 tax cuts and home buying assistance for first-time home buyers, and all these things sound nice." But aren't you already in office, Kamala? Aren't you in office right now? Like, aren't you actually kind of the sitting president? Because Biden, I don't know where this nigga at. Last time I checked, he's on the beach again. So aren't you running the show? So why haven't you put into place, since you've been in the office, regardless of now Biden is fading out, but you've been his VP since he started? Why haven't you implemented any of the things that you're now offering as president? Don't you have a little bit of a say so? Like, cut the shit, dog. I'm just anyway. This MAGA 2024, nigga. I have a hat here. It's a red, like this color red. So it's the same red as MAGA. But it's not a MAGA hat. It just says "Yes, Chef." Shout out to The Bear, which is a show on Hulu. And they always say "Yes, Chef, yes, Chef." So good, so good. Such a good show. I'm not too impressed with the last season though, but hopefully there's a new season that comes up to kind of make that better. But the point is, I'm like, whenever I walk around with it around the neighborhood, I'm wondering if people are like, look at this black woman wearing a MAGA hat. When it's like, actually, it's Yes, Chef. But I mean, actually, I'm kind of both. There's a lot of Waltz and Harris supporters in my neighborhood. They have the signs on their lawn, and it's just like, enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you are sharing this podcast with a peer, with a friend, with a mentor, somebody. Like, subscribe, and leave a positive review. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And that is all. That is all, Paul. I just made that up. Okay. I'll wrap it up here and I'll check in with you all next time. Peace.